Well, hey folks, Fat Guy Flies RC. Well, you're never going to guess what we're going to do and what's happening here. Believe it or not, I actually have another new plane. That never happens, does it? All right, well this time I decided to pick a small UMX plane and do an unboxing and build for you. This is the very small, very tiny FREEWING AL-37 airliner. Tiny little plane, takes a little 2-cell battery, that's all you really need. And then upscale that by about 5,000. No, she's big. She's a big old plane. So let's take her out of the box and take a look and see just what's going on. This is the latest edition of it. I don't know if it's an upgraded one, but it's the latest they've got in. So let's see what's different about it, if there is anything different at all. All right. Ouch. All right. Number one, these are the stick-on decals. You get to pick what kind of airliner do you want it to be. You want it to be a flight line, a motion RC, however way you want to do it. So nice decals there. Set them on top of Zeus. Okay, we're going to put that on you, Zeus. And then you've got your usual. Now these, I've watched the James's build many times. These are actually decals, stick-on decals. They're vinyl stick-on decals. When you join the two halves of the fuselage together, this covers up that seam. So that's actually part of the build, per se. I don't consider that part of the fit and finish. ESC disclaimer. The other warning about, if you use anything more than blah, 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 and everything that the plane will blow up on you and do all these bad things if you don't use it right. No. All right. But anyway, that's just your normal legal stuff that they have. Whenever you're buying a FREEWING plane, or, well, any plane really, but especially FREEWING and anything from Motion RC, they do a wonderful job of giving you installation, build videos, and everything. I will watch those videos 10, 12 times before I decide on whether I want to buy the plane or not. And then if I buy the plane, then of course I'll watch it even more. And because I want to be as educated as I can be, nice big wing spar. I want to be as educated as I can be before I buy that buy button and commit to that money. And nice big thing of the best glue on the planet, the Chinese glue. I don't know what's actually called. All I know is I call it Chinese glue, and it works great. Now these spars in here are actually what you join the two halves of the fuse with together. You've only got these larger screws are your wing screws, and everything else is put together with these other screws. Phillips head is all you're going to need. So I just need to get me a good quality Phillips here, and I just happen to have one right there. All right. Right off the bat, we've got our horizontal stabilizers, otherwise known as our elevators. Very nice. And one thing I've noticed is that I thought this was bare foam. It's not. It's painted foam. That's a very pleasant surprise. I was thinking it was bare foam. No, it's painted. These are mechanical hinges, not pinch hinges, and control rods are already hooked up, which is a huge time saver. Very nice, very nice. Like you can see the cells, but you certainly can't feel them. Very, very nice. All right, then we got the wingy dingies. Wingy dingies. Oh, they've got these things triple wrapped. Very stiff. These wings are very stiff, which is good. Make for a nice solid flight performance. CG decal, of course, already on there. CG marked already right there. Big honking wheels. That's a light cable right there. Very nice. Very, very nice. Oh yeah, everything. I know that was up a little bit. I might, well, they're all like that. I might be able to anchor them down just a little bit more. I don't know, they're pretty tight. But it's nice covers, that way if you need to change out your servo, you can. Always make sure your trunnions and your metal plates here on your gear are all nice and tight. See, they could be tightened up just a touch. Very nice wing. Big lights there, lights there. It's got these little winglets go on the end there. Keep up with your debris as you open. Okay. I can tell you what from just this little bit I've looked at this, I can see now why this plane's $500. I'm very impressed so far. Yeah, just make sure these are nice and snug. Everything's hooked up. Those are nice and tight. There's your light there. All right, very, very nice. Very nice. I love that CG mark. That's going to be a big help. But this plane should take a large variety. You should be able to do 4,000 up to probably 7,000. Very nice art, pre-wrapped with decals. Vertical stabilizer. Control rod already installed for you. I mean, on camera, it's hard. This color is so deep and vibrant. That really looks good. That really does. Let me go ahead and untie this untie your servo lead for your rudder. I like that. Very nice. I like the fact, and this is, oh, these are good quality metal ball links. And they're not, yeah, they're not coming apart. One thing I like to do is make sure that they're completely seated. These ball links, make sure they're completely seated. Because sometimes they're not. Now, see, that one wasn't. They're just pushed on there. So make sure that they are completely seated. Yeah. I'm going to have to do this to all of them, just to be on the safe side. Doesn't take but just a moment. See, that's just barely on there. Yeah. Can't. Okay. Yeah, last thing you want to do is play with your control servos and not have a good connection there. I'm tickled that these are already hooked up. Okay. There. See, I was able to you can see it or not, but I was able to push that on there by about 2 millimeters more, and that's what you want. Don't just assume that that's a solid connection. That's not a miss on their part. That's just how they put it together. Okay, try not to. And there are no other control surface to worry about, so that takes care of that. Just in case you're wondering about that box there, that is the new FMS Scorpion 6S orange, and me and FMS are going to get into it because went to do the unboxing build and I couldn't tell you how many things were wrong with it. The rudders didn't line up, the elevators didn't line up, there were dents and dings everywhere, and just really, I mean, if it was a used plane, yeah, but not a brand new plane. So I sent them off a couple of pictures, videos of it, an email, said, hey, you know, I don't want it. Send me my money back. Send me a label. And they will. When I got that first Avani, I'd actually already flown it once. And I said, look at here. Here's the ear-ring. You know, the retracts weren't working. The flaps were working independently of each other. You know, I showed them everything I did. And they said, yeah, you're right. You've got a bad control board. And they sent me out a new one. So as long as you show them what's wrong and take pictures and everything, they don't have a problem. They'll replace it. I mean, they're human. They make mistakes. All right. Go ahead and take out first half of the fuselage. And just so you know, this plane is $499, and my cost as a YouTube reviewer was $499. Motion RC and FREEWING do not offer discount codes or reviewers free planes to review. And yes, I've asked. I ain't gonna lie to you, I've asked, but they don't do it. So, but I love the product. I love Motion RC. I love this nacelle. This just feels quality. It does, and this is hard plastic, but it looks like metal. But I know it's hard plastic. But you could have no problem servicing your ESC. I don't know if I'm going to do it, and it'll probably be sacrilegious to add afterburners to this, but it's got the holes for it. I may just. And people say, oh, you can't put afterburners on an airliner. My plane. I paid for it. If I want to, I will. If it'll work, if it logistically will work with taking the wings on and off. Because this plane here, you'll have to take the wings off. You can't unless you've got a big old honking van or something. I like this. Yeah, you're going to have to transport it with the wings off. So fishing that afterburner lining through and back and forth is going to be an issue. Oh, this is a little wingless. I'm wondering if these are like, oh no, these are hard plastic. These are the, okay, hardened foam, hard plastic on the front, hard plastic lining. This is nice. This is what goes on the end of the wingtips. But this also adds like 4 inches on either wingtip. So this, by my truck's bed dimensions, this is over by like 2 inches. But if I can take these if that can negate that discrepancy in wing width, I might be able to keep the wing on. And if they keep the wing on, then the afterburners will go in. Okay, we'll get to the fuse in just a minute. And this is the other half of the fuse. The other issue will be the length. The length and that big old honking rudder sticking up. Oh, wow. All right, now here's something a lot of people get done. They take that last piece out and think, okay, I'm done. Don't necessarily assume that. Look at every nook and cranny. Make sure that you've got everything out. Because I don't know how many times I've left a little bag of screws or a little bag of this or something in there that was hidden behind white foam. Oh, sorry. That was hidden behind white foam. And hey, I just realized something. Yeah, but I couldn't find it because it was hidden. Look at the windows. The windows are already applied. That is so cool, because that was going to be a huge, not a problem, but that was going to be an issue. That's all hard nose cones, so I'll be able to stand her up on her nose. Oh man, I like the fact all the decals are applied. So and see, that's something else that's new. That's something they didn't have. And if you watch the unbox and build videos from Motion RC, you got to put the video, put it on. The other thing, all the wires usually they show you have to take the little tray out to run the wires. They've already done that. They've already taken that tray out and got the wires. Hey, I see little yellow signal wires on the ESC wires, and let's see if we've got a hot dog reverse. It's got reverse brake. It has thrust reverse. This thing is needed thrust reverse. So, but wait a minute. Okay, so I got 8 leads. I got flap, landing gear, UBEC, so that's 3, throttles 4, rudders 5, elevator 6, reverse brake is 7, aileron is 8, but the UBEC I can Y in to like the reverse brake. Because I'm going to be using a 7-channel Lemon RX Gen 2 with a satellite. I can Y in, the UBEC just needs power, so I can Y that in, and 7 channels is all you need. All right, and look at this. Look at the quality on that. I probably won't be able to add afterburners. I would love to. I know you scale guys are going, I've never seen an airliner with afterburners, but it would look cool. It would look so cool. Alrighty. All you have to do is you put them spars in, the fuselage spars, glue them in, glue the back of the fuse on, slap the wings on them, slap the nacelles in, and build your tail. But, alright. We'll be right back, and we'll start get everything logistically put out to where I can put this together. And we'll be right back with a build. All right, that was the unboxing. And this is Fat Guy Flies RC. And hi. And bye. I'm a happy camper. God bless y'all. Don't forget, faith, family, and friends. Big airliners that are really cool. And I can't wait to fly. And we'll see you later. God bless.